Let's hear from the newest member of the
Welcome,
Celtics.
everybody, to the Legends. Thanks for your patience today. On a marketing note, there are still a few season tickets still remaining at 1-866-4-CELTICS. If you'd like to call in anytime, operators are standing by. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the head table, our president, Rich Gotham, managing partner, Bob Epstein, co-owner, managing partner, Governor Wick Grossbeck, captain, Paul Pierce, the newest member of the Boston Celtics, Kevin Garnett. Just behind him, the second newest member of the Boston Celtics now, Ray Allen. Executive Director of Basketball Operations, Danny Ainge. And head coach, Doc Rivers. At the end, if you could please, we'll bring the microphone around, so if you could ask the question so everybody could hear it, that'd be great. And we'll open it up now with Danny.
I'm going to keep this right here.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. First of all, one guy that's not with us today is Steve Paliuca, and Steve was a big part in all this, as all ownership is. And I'd like to start out by thanking the ownership because, their passion to win and bring a winning team to Boston is what's behind all of this and that's going on today. They have a strong desire to put a winning product on the court. And, Steve Paliuca is not here with us. He's in Michigan with his family, but he's been burning the midnight oil with us the last couple nights, or before he went on his trip. So we miss Steve not being here. This is going to be a lot of fun this year. I think that how this all happened is really interesting, and another guy I'd like to thank are the two guys just right here, Paul and Doc. They've stood in front of the cameras, in front of you guys for the last 2 years, and taken some heat, taken some bullets, and had a pretty heavy shoes to fill and high expectations that were probably unrealistic and unfair. And they've handled it well. And without Paul Pierce here today, we probably don't do a deal for Ray Allen, and we don't get Kevin Garnett. And without Ray Allen, we don't get Kevin Garnett. So there's a lot of things that trickle down effects from here. But Paul's been here a long time, and Paul's endured a lot. They've had some success, and he's endured a lot the last few years. And I'm glad he's here with us today to experience some of the hope that is with our franchise today. Next, I'd like to say, the bitter part of this day is Minnesota got a good deal in this deal, a good trade. Where they are as a franchise, it's really hard for us who have invested a lot of time and development in Al Jefferson, Ryan Gomes, Gerald Green in particular, the guys that have been with us for a while. We've invested a lot of blood, sweat, and tears with them, and they've given us everything that they've had. Al Jefferson is going to be a fantastic player, and I'm glad he's in the Western Conference. And Ryan Gomes may be one of the best people I've been around in 25 years of sports, a class human being. And we all know Gerald's upside. I mean, Gerald's young still and has a tremendous upside. And they're just at different cycles. Minnesota's in one phase of their franchise where we have been in developing young players, and we're at another phase right now. We are in a cycle where we feel like over the next handful of years where we have a chance to be a very special team. And so we're really looking forward to that. And that's all I have. That's all I have for now. I'll open it up to any questions. Sorry, Kevin, go ahead.
Well, I'm happy to be here. This has probably been the hardest 72 hours I've dealt with since I've been in the NBA. Initially, I had no interest in leaving Minnesota, and I let that be known. But after Glenn Taylor shared his views about what he wanted for his team and the future, it contradicted, and I really didn't think that I was ever going to have to think of a different alternative when it came to playing in Minnesota or just playing a game of basketball. But again, with the elaborate talks and knowing that Glenn's views on what he wanted for his team on the future was very different from mine. And when draft night, when Boston traded for Ray Allen, the whole situation changed for me. And I actually contemplated and thought about it. Really didn't speak publicly, really didn't say too much, to my friends or any of that. Just, myself, really trying to be comfortable with, see myself in the Celtic jersey. And went out to my summer home and played ball with Paul. He didn't say anything to me about any other things above. And I just got to thinking, and I guess at the end of the day, I'm loyal to a point where I feel like if someone's loyal to me, then I have no problem with that. But when that changes, it's pretty easy for me. So after that, going through those stages, which was really tough, I thought this is probably my best opportunity of winning the ring. So I took the big steps to make those adjustments, and here we are, weighing number 5.
Now, let me just add that, we're not done. We have roster spots to fill. We think we can continue to improve our roster. We don't think that these 3 guys alone can win a championship. And we really believe that 14-man roster, 13-man roster is crucial, and how we fill the roster spots is important for us. And these guys need supporting players that can get them over the top. And we will continue to do that. On paper, this team looks good. These guys have a lot to do. These guys have to get the chemistry right. They have to make the sacrifices to win. And I know there's been a lot of comparisons already. I've heard of the Big Three. The Big Three is the Big Three until we win. And these guys will never be the Big Three until they win. Absolutely. And I think they know that. I've heard these guys talk. I've talked with each one of them. They know that. Nothing has been accomplished by this team at all. They have a chance. They're excited for the hope that is ahead of them this year, as everybody is. And but until they do something together and collectively, they know that they have to play defense. They know that they have to be coached, and they know that they have to continue helping their teammates become better through hard practice and tough experience. And these guys have a lot to offer, the role players on this team still. And so, they know all that.
I just think this is a tremendous day, not only for Kevin, myself, and the whole organization. I mean, it's funny, mid-season after I got hurt, that, I'll go in the Wick's office with Steve and Danny, and, we voice our concerns about the team in the middle of a losing streak. And, one thing I can say about them, they've always been passionate about this team and want to put a winner out here, and it's showing. And with the moves that we made this summer, even though we've given up a lot, but, it's a big sacrifice that you have to make to win ball games. And, I've been preaching that, you need veterans to win in this game, and they did everything they can to bring a team in now that, this city can get excited about. Like I said, I told you in the past that, the Boston Celtics is an elite franchise, and, now that we've made the deals to be a team, to be at an elite level, I think that's what this city is all about, and staying there. And I just want to reach my hand out to them for, their efforts and bringing this team together, bringing the players around me necessary to have a shot at a ring. That's my whole passion. I know that's what drives Kevin. I know that's what drives Ray. We've all been in the same situations. We've been on teams where we've had to carry a lot of the load for a number of years. And as you all know, that you can't win that way. And us coming together, understanding what you're going to have to do to win. These guys I followed them. I'm also a fan of the game. I know how unselfish these guys are. I know how unselfish I am. And I know these guys are going to do whatever they can to make this thing work. And, like I told Danny in the back, I feel like I'm a rookie again.
These 3 guys go back a long way as well. I mean, I think Paul and KG, KG actually stayed with Paul for a week or so, a couple of weeks when they were in high school. So this has been a long time coming, and Ray and
It took
KG...
13 years to get back with him.
and Ray-
95.
Were you eating like ramen noodles and Doritos back then? or
we
it's
won
a little
a-
different.
We won a high school tournament in Vegas when 95, the only time we ever played together. And 13 years we're back together, so who knows?
And then Ray and KG go back to high school as well, back in South Carolina. So these guys are very familiar with one another, which I think is going to help a great deal in the chemistry developing and